Hello, everyone. Welcome to our channel, where we embark on an intriguing journey together. We are truly grateful for your presence and interest in this presentation. Thank you for choosing to be part of this cinematic experience. Our channel is dedicated to delving into the complexities of narcissistic behavior and uncovering its intricacies. Today, we explore a compelling question: why do narcissists find it difficult to let go of memories of you and struggle to find a genuine replacement? Every narcissist eventually faces the harsh reality of losing someone significant. The absence of this person leaves a profound impact, creating a void that seems impossible to fill. They are not merely fleeting figures in the narcissist's life, they serve as an irreplaceable anchor. Losing this person disrupts their world, igniting a strong desire to regain what has been lost. This individual is more than just an acquaintance. They are the primary source of the narcissist's psychological support, uniquely capable of understanding and navigating the turbulent depths of their inner psyche. At this juncture, the narcissist often realizes, perhaps prematurely, that finding another to fill this void might be an impossible task. But is this realization based on reality, or is it just a construct of the narcissist's mind? Did they genuinely view you as their counterpart, the one person who could meet their every need and desire? Consider understanding how narcissists select a partner. You might rethink being the central character in their narrative. A narcissist seeks specific traits in a partner or significant other. In this video, we will discuss these traits. When this seemingly perfect partner recognizes their true worth and courageously escapes the narcissist's harmful grip, or when the narcissist lets them go in pursuit of someone they deem better, things get interesting. When a narcissist loses someone crucial to them, their behavior can change dramatically. Suddenly, they may begin to reflect on and criticize their actions. Narcissists are not accustomed to this kind of self-reflection, as they are typically self-centered. Losing someone essential to their mental well-being forces them to introspect, a task they are not used to undertaking. For narcissists, this process of looking at themselves is anything but easy. Because of this, they have to face their weaknesses and admit that they need other people to feel good. This kind of self-reflection hurts them deeply because it goes against their belief that they are unbeatable and able to take care of themselves. Also, the thought of never meeting someone else who can provide the same level of emotional support and connection makes them doubt their charm and ability to manipulate others to keep relationships going. Realizing this can make the narcissist feel alone and desperate, which can make them look for different ways to either make peace with the person they've lost or quickly replace them. Their attempts, however, often fail to bring back the deep connection they once had. Some narcissists quickly realize how much they miss the person who has died, while others may go through several relationships before they realize that no one else can compare to the person who died. This makes me wonder if narcissists really feel love for the people they think are necessary. The answer is not simple. When narcissists think about love, they don't think about it in the usual way. Their minds work differently. Their search is based on a real need for something they think is important for their health. For narcissistic people, narcissistic supply includes a wide range of wants, from physical things like sex and attractiveness to material things like money and social connections, and even intangible things like knowledge and access to certain social circles. But out of all these wants, the need for pity is the strongest. No matter if they deserve it or not, they have a strong desire for love and attention. No narcissist would deny that they can identify people who can meet this need, but the level of need changes a lot between them. Narcissists often say that their own flaws make them their worst enemies, which makes it hard for them to keep relationships going. Many times, they hurt the relationships that give them the love and care they need so badly, pushing away people who really care about them. Narcissists also interact with others in a unique way, hoping to find the beauty and joy in life through the people they are with. People who are bright, happy, and empathetic are especially attractive to them. In an ideal world, narcissists would want to be these things, spreading love and happiness. But since they know that changing in that way isn't possible, They settle for the next best thing, joining forces with these caring people. But there are a lot of problems with this method. Narcissists get bored easily and are always looking for new things to do, even if it means putting relationships at risk. Narcissists see relationships only as a way to get what they want, which is at the heart of the problem. They choose people to be in their lives based only on the traits or resources they offer, like social status, mental support, or other ways to satisfy their narcissistic needs. People are valued not for who they are, but for what they can do for others. This never-ending need for relationship pleasure shows how little narcissists care about connecting with and understanding other people. Although the narcissist may want certain traits or resources from you, their view of you will change significantly, and generally for the worse. They start to think of you as their property and expect you to always be there for them whenever they want to focus on you again. Because they feel like they deserve it, they will always expect you to help them without expecting anything in return. People who are narcissists feel so entitled that they don't see the very real chance of losing access to a key source of supply for good. When narcissists think about losing someone important in their lives, they rarely do so. So, when they lose a source of supply that they used to think was essential, they become desperate. To avoid facing the hard truth of their situation, they may do things that hurt themselves, like abusing drugs, being promiscuous, or becoming dependent on other people. Their pain makes their situation worse, which makes them lose control even more. Going to a psychiatrist may be the only way for them to get their lives back to normal in some situations. Even though things are crazy, the person who was very important in the narcissist's life is still on their mind. The narcissist can't forget about them or find a good replacement because they are sure they are great for each other. Even so, narcissists naturally can't stop wanting things. Their wants are endless, and no one can fully please them. In their crazy minds, they think that someone else could satisfy all of their wants and needs, which makes no sense. However, they know that getting what they want or finding a new partner won't really make them happy or take away their sadness. The narcissist is stuck in a never-ending loop of wanting more and being unhappy with what they already have. Even though they are always looking for the right partner, they can't find real happiness or fulfillment in any relationship they make. This never-ending loop makes the contradiction in the way they treat relationships even more clear. In the end, the story of the narcissist and their never-ending search for narcissistic pleasure is a sad one of self-harm and wishing for things that can never be achieved. No matter how hard they try, they can't get out of the circle of unhappiness that controls their lives. If this look into the mind of a narcissist interested you, please like, comment, and share your ideas below. Your participation helps us understand these difficult topics better and lets us share our smart discoveries with more people. Also, if you haven't already, you might want to subscribe to our channel so you can see more videos like this in the future. Thanks for your continued help and for joining the conversation today. Welcome back, dear viewers. We're delighted to have you joining us once more. Your presence is greatly appreciated on this fine day. Our forthcoming discussion delves into the captivating realm of what stirs sorrow within narcissists and ignites a yearning for your return. The essence of our narrative aims to enlighten and uplift, so do not hesitate to immerse yourself in it. Narcissists often fail to recognize the inherent worth of others until it's too late. Past instances of belittlement and disregard may leave you puzzled as to why they now seek reconciliation. This reconsideration frequently stems from the influence of empaths. Narcissists become cognizant of their empathetic nature, unaware of the profound depths of these connections. Narcissism often fosters a sense of invulnerability, shielding individuals from criticism. Conversely, our actions are fueled by love and compassion, striving to avoid causing harm to others. Regrettably, we sometimes find ourselves entangled with individuals who sow discord and devastation. Conversely, empaths radiate compassion, attuned to the emotions of those around them. Putting our attention on empathy after a big rejection might simply wake us up again. One thing that makes us different from others is that we are good at empathy and common sense. While you're getting over the breakup and learning to accept yourself, the narcissist watches from afar. As your importance starts to hit them again, they reevaluate your worth and are fascinated by the unique things about you. It's possible that they'll compare you to their present partner and think about how close you were. Narcissists may be aware of the problems they have with relationships, but they don't really think about themselves very deeply. It's all just a game to them. They may try to get in touch with you if they realize they made a mistake, but it might be hard if you've already started to heal and shut the door on them. They are so interested in your life that they even look at your social media even after you've stopped them. They keep tracking your actions by using different accounts, some of which are fake. It turns into a habit, like checking in with friends, which makes you dream of an impossible meeting. It's important to understand that closing the door means a narcissist will have a painful wake-up. If you let them back into your life, they'll think again about how valuable you are and keep going on their way, knowing they can always come back. It is very important to have a strict no contact strategy and block all communication channels. Do not have pleasant exchanges with them. Instead, send them only bad vibes. Even though closure may seem like it's needed sometimes, don't give good feedback. I know from personal experience that a few words said at the end of a friendship can be enough to end it. In the last few days of a relationship, it can be very freeing to express yourself and find peace. Narcissists think about how much you're worth again and see you as an impossible dream they want to recover. It's important to stay emotionally and mentally strong to protect yourself from the harm that these kinds of people can cause. Closing the door tightly stops them from coming back in and speeds up the process of reevaluation. You become their hero, and they're afraid to lose you, but they do. There are stories in the comments part from people who try to get back in touch after 10 years or more. I've heard of short meetings that led to touch years later. Because we are empaths and chosen ones, our energy is unmatched, and they can't find it anywhere else. They will put you on the platform of their obsession when they have no other choice. To them, you become their social media addiction, their never-ending obsession. Recently, my narcissist tried to cross the line by using fake online identities, which I talked about in one of my videos. They want any attention you might give them afterward because your impact is so strong. Hearing your voice, even if it's through a fake profile or a private call, makes them feel better. Even though they use strange methods, the fact that you are rare makes them reevaluate your value. Supporting your mending process and building your self-worth after the breakup will make you stronger. Many survivors, including myself, can speak to this change. Don't worry, you will break free from the chains of pain and stress in the early stages of your recovery. As you rebuild your sense of self-worth, new things to do and maybe even chances to go abroad will open up to you. It wouldn't have been possible for me to reach this important goal without the ego. Starting new businesses and getting past problems have made me more valuable, and the same is true for you. The narcissist is stuck in the past, and looking at your social media and other accounts shows them how much you've changed since you broke up with them. This painful truth hurts them a lot. While they stay the same, always changing their appearance to fit in with their current partner and pretending to have new hobbies, your real growth shows how real you are. Realize that they are once again idolizing you, which shows that you are valuable in and of yourself. He or she thinks about these things even when there is no one else around. Putting the development of your worth first is very important. There are many ways to learn more about narcissistic behavior, such as through personal experience and formal study. I looked deeply into narcissists' minds to figure out how they work. Some channels may show narcissists as unbeatable enemies, but my own experience showed me a different side, which I shared on YouTube. Even though they kept trying to get back in touch, I stayed firm because I knew they felt bad about what they did. You might be getting calls at night, maybe even from their new partner, which explains the strange timing. What do I suggest? To really hurt their egotistical ego, block them, change your number, and cut off all ties with them. That is the plan. Make sure you watch my movie if you want to learn how to silence and bother narcissists. But never forget how valuable you are. Your essence is unique, whether you think it comes from God or the world. What makes you stand out from 100 other people is not how you look, but how excited you are about everything. It's your unmatched energy that keeps this station going. Empaths naturally have the ability to connect deeply with other people. But imitating the narcissist usually means being thrown out right away. Through divine assistance, we help them get rid of their trash. By interacting with people, we can see through their mask and find the narcissist's low self-esteem underneath. It is very important to be able to tell the difference between a narcissist's act of superiority and how they really feel about themselves. It's important to note that the discard phase causes the narcissist to face things they used to take for granted. After going through the trash, they start to look up to you because they know how valuable what they lost was. This awakening usually happens after throwing something away or cutting ties. Putting some space between them makes them realize this, and an early dismissal would have helped this happen. When you cut them off, they quickly realize what they were doing and feel free and happy, as if they were the ones who refused you. When they realize how different you are from their new partner, the review phase starts. You should be proud of how special you are and count your blessings. Think about how far you've come in dealing with the ego. Your work has not gone to waste. They might show up again in your life out of the blue, like they did for me. I used to think that my love for the narcissist had been wasted, but love has come back to me in other ways, though not personally. Because of the terrible mistake I made in the past, I'm very picky about who I let into my life. I want to warn you not to make the same mistakes again because you're lonely, because we've all been there. As you heal and focus your energy on other parts of your life, take the time to yourself. This energy is strong, and it can lead to great things if it is directed toward things like health, work, sports, or other interests. As you start to rebuild, the narcissist is shocked by how much you've changed. Try to become impossible to touch. We may have dropped our standards in the past to make room for a narcissist, but we need to do that right now. Any person we let into our lives has to be special. It's no longer possible to settle for less in partnerships. It's bad to start a new relationship before you're fully healed. As people who have been abused, we know that getting better takes time. It has a lot of hills and valleys and doesn't have steady sunshine and rainbows. Narcissistic abuse may leave scars that will never go away, but it's important to remember that it wasn't our fault. We weren't ignorant, we just met someone and gave them our love and purest intentions, which broke the narcissist down in the end. The narcissist starts to value us less when we change into something they can't have anymore. After the reject, they may decide again how valuable you are weeks later, especially if you stay quiet and don't contact them. Contacting each other to make things right and bring the relationship back to life will always change the circumstances. These kinds of emotions happen a lot, so there's no need to worry. Their careful study of our behavior often leaves them surprised by how strong we are. We are stronger and more tough than ever after going through these hard times. We learn from our mistakes and come out better on the other side. Let them be sad about your absence and compare you to others in vain, only to understand that you are better than everyone else. They won't find anyone else quite like you anywhere else. If they are really looking for another psychic, think about how they didn't value having one early on in the relationship. Most likely, they kept bothering their ex by sending pictures of us that reminded her we were there. They didn't value us then, and they don't value us now, until the relationship ends, at which point they realize how important we are. It's true that being away from someone makes you love them more. As you pull away, put your spiritual, physical, mental, and healing growth first. This will speed up the process of reassessment. Narcissists are heartbroken by this new evaluation, which comes as you continue to heal and grow. Do not give up, have faith in the trip, and know that the separation was planned by God. The universe made it possible